Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It has been a minute. I've just been busy, just kind of doing my thing, working. Been doing a bunch of my powerlifting stuff, and I'm about to start my meet prep for my program. But I just want to make a video because we are going into Christmas. So now we are well into the holiday season. We're past Halloween and just past Thanksgiving. And this time can be a part of the year that seems the hardest for people that might be struggling with their drinking or their alcoholism, because you have family in that are that's stressful in and of itself. And it's a time that in the past you may have viewed the time off for a time that just allows you to drink kind of until your heart's content and drink as much as you want. And that's kind of what I did for a really long time. And sometimes when you're over at functions and with family, or work functions or whatever, you don't want to always be holding a glass of water, because you'll probably drink the water a lot faster than you would drink a non-alcoholic beer. So I would advise, if you have to have a drink, you can bring a non-alcoholic beer or tonic water or something like that. But I wanted to share with you one that I found that's actually really cool, and it tastes like Christmas, but it's called Bundaberg. It is this spiced ginger beer. It's completely non-alcoholic. I found it at Cost Plus World Market. There is 40 grams of sugar in it, so don't have more than 2 or you will get diabetes. But if you kind of pace yourself and sip throughout the evening on these, not only does it make it feel like you're kind of more inclusive, but it actually tastes really good, and it kind of gets you in the holiday spirit. The other thing is that I talk about this a bunch through all my other videos, is that being vocal about this with your family is what's going to make it the easiest for them, not only to support you, but for you to not feel like you're harboring anything internally that you're struggling with. Because the idea of getting through this transformational time while you're developing into your new different sober self is the exact opposite of what you were like as drinking. And if you were anything like me, it was a lot of lying and hiding and keeping things to yourself and bottling it up and trying to figure out ways that your behavior isn't as bad as it is. But this is the exact opposite of that. This is talking about hey, I'm an alcoholic, I've come to this conclusion, and not even necessarily telling people that they can't have alcohol, because if they're, loving friends or family, that it's kind of common sense. They're going to be like, oh, and you know what, Rebecca's just kind of come to this conclusion, maybe we won't bring it over this year, or at least maybe we're going to dial it back. And when they are all kind of in on it, then it makes it more of a collective effort. And it really kind of also depends on what your triggers are, because for me, being around other people drinking doesn't make me want to drink. That's at least not anymore. For me, I don't really get the urge to drink anymore. What I don't like being around is people that are drunk, people that are legitimately shithouse. That it's a huge turnoff for me in any situation. And it's funny that I'm still a bartender, but it's few and far between that people get legitimately tossed and they're they can't even string sentences together anymore. But by being vocal about it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have people that are going to be watching what they drink if they do choose to drink around you. And I never wanted to make the entire occasion have to revolve around me either. It's kind of we're all coming together, we're enjoying the family and the Christmas time and just the time off from work, and I didn't want to have to prohibit people around me, but at the same time, you don't want to put yourself in an environment that's going to really stress you out. So it's a little bit of a balancing act, and just being honest about your surroundings and your situations and with yourself. The other thing I wanted to make note of is that, what is it about the holiday season that is supposed to be important? It's supposed to be that time of year that you reflect on what you do have, and you're fortunate for the things that you have in your life. And if you're at this point right now, and you are sober, that in and of itself is a lot to be thankful for. And that you're the kind of person that was even able to assess that you had a problem and you've begun working on it. So that's something that you should be proud of right then and there. It's not about, whether you feel like you make enough money to buy enough gifts to, get enough for these people. And usually what it all comes down to is just not having enough time in your life, and it's like if you die, then someone's like, no one's talking about what you bought for them or, any physical aspect of you. It's just about how they wish they had more time with you. So when you're in this holiday season, just be thankful for the time that you have, and be thankful that you're the kind of person that was able to assess that their life was going downhill and you've begun to work on it, because not everyone gets there. The fact that you've gotten there is a testament to the strength that you have. And it might not feel like you're very strong, but the fact that you're on this road is a sign that you possess the attribute of strength. It's, in hindsight, it's a lot easier to see and recognize how strong and courageous you are by making these actions. And I've been talking with a couple of people that have been sober now for like 8 months for one of the people, and a little over a year for the other person. And just like me, the whole temptation aspect of everything just kind of starts falling away, because it's just not you've broken the routine, and every holiday year it gets easier and easier to the point where it's not something that pulls you towards it. But I'm sure in the first year it's definitely going to be like, oh God, like how am I going to get through this? But if you listen and remember what I said, and lastly, and most importantly, is to remember why you're here in the first place. Remember why you have any of this progress. It's because you've stopped drinking. And if you are to continue to drink or ever start again, just know exactly where you're going to go. Try to remember that day that you decided to stop drinking and what the night before was like. What drove you to finally hit your rock bottom and say, fuck this, I'm an alcoholic, I need to stop. Because that is where you will go if you drink again. There is no perfect combination, there is no balance, there is no right amount of food to eat before the right amount of drinks to have that will make you not turn back into that alcoholic version of yourself, or at least an active alcoholic version of yourself. So just being very honest and vocal with the people around you, being thankful for what you have, and believing in yourself, and knowing that you are the kind of person that can succeed because you are the person that has already put you on that road. And then remember where you will go if you falter, and know that there is no bullshitting yourself, and there is no justifying your way out of that. If you choose to drink again, that is where you will wind up. I don't mean for this to be a negative or downer video. I just want the weight of it to be, apparent, and to know that like your actions are everything in this life, and that's what's going to make you happy and successful, or depressed and miserable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped at least a little bit to kind of let you know what you should try to aim to do for this holiday season, and enjoy yourself. Don't get me wrong. I mean, ultimately the holidays are not just about drinking. It's about spending time with your loved ones and enjoying a little bit of time off from work. And for me, all of that like holiday zeal, like the love that I have for Christmas, all of that has come back full swing. I've decorating my apartment, and I have my cat that is getting stuck in the tree and he won't leave it alone, and I've tried everything, all the cat repellents and the orange spray, and he seems to think it's like salad dressing on a salad for him, and he likes to eat it. So I don't know what to do about that. And I just wanted to share with you guys this cool little Bundaberg drink that I found, spiced ginger beer. It's really good. I read afterwards that it has the 40 grams of sugar. That is a lot of sugar. But it's the holidays, so enjoy yourself. Anyway, I don't know when I shall post again, probably around the new year or something like that. But, I don't ever really keep myself to any kind of strict schedule. I hope you guys are doing great. I am doing wonderful. I have my next powerlifting meet in March. I will post all the updates, videos up here and such. Other than that, you guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever it is you do during this time of year. Happy sacrificing a goat or whatever it is that you do. And I will talk to you guys all next time. And as always, stay sober.